3, 2, 1. Let's go. Fuck, my chronos off. That's fine, it's once again off. And we go. Okay, sound is a bit... Oh, you don't hear sound. Okay, now you have sound. Okay, so for now, nothing too sketchy. All 3 groups started at the same time with the same strat. We have tank POV, by the way, on the bottom right. Have a spear POV for the 2 others. Spear DPS. And so same strat for everyone. We can see a bit of a change here. We have the healer helping on Nick on the top left on Nick Bones POV. And Spear guy is doing the buttons. While Benedict is just making sure he can change gear for next part of the run. Lanterns are still on. Getting into the last button at 1 minute 12 about. And it's done. And we'll see that the 3 teams are very close to each other, of course, because it's very maxed out. It's the first room. And actually, Speedrun Enjoyers and Nick Bones will leave the first room at the same time with Rats, just 2 seconds away.
Maybe alone, Benedict.
You can start running after 2 completes.
And we go to the next group with a Korea. Talking in my headset. With the free kill on the Archer, we saw that Jan on your top right got pretty low. But thankfully he got done.
3, 2, 1.
And doors will open first for a Rats team just before Nick Bones. And Speedrun Enjoyers will open their door 3 seconds later. But the real question is who will get out of this room first. Very clean on Nick Bones group getting first with a comfort zone about 5 seconds ahead of Rats group. Speedrun Enjoyers are about 3 seconds then. And we go for the next pack. Nick Bones group a bit ahead of like 5 seconds. This pack is getting on. Archer didn't get pulled well for Speedrun groups, we saw it there. And Nick Bones, unlucky, got stuck on the ice while willing to talk to Scylla. We get the suicide dive done by Jan. Nothing to see there. And we see that Rats got a bit, a lot of their delay back and are on the name there. And yeah, you saw what happened. Jan got unlucky. I didn't get he missed the shrine of the previous room and has to come over the whole start. Didn't get respawn, unlucky. And really close teams, Nick Bones and Rats right now, going for the fountain. Washing these dirty hands.
I don't want to grab you then.
And we're gonna see how they handle these back. Cool double rupture done by the Rats group. Waiting for the grab. Palace health on Nick Bones POV is already pretty low. Going down now. But the pack got as clean for Rats. A few seconds away. Yep, like 5 seconds away still.
If I don't get a gear swap here, I'm gonna cry.
A bit late here, but Speedrun Enjoyers have lost a lot of time. Sadly, because of that Jan respawn. And we'll only finish the fountain pack now, while the two other teams are starting Scylla.
Finally off 100 con.
They have like a 15 seconds late. And Scylla starting now, about the same time for both teams. Somehow Rats got a few seconds here just on crossing the bridge. I didn't see what happened. And Speedrun Enjoyers starting Scylla as well. Gonna have first orb coming up in a few seconds. Damage is pretty much equivalent for both group. Rats a bit ahead. Already at 60%. But Speedrun enjoyers, can they come back from this miss respawn? Let's see who has the highest DPS between the three teams. Well, it looks like it's the Rats with have oh, it's coming back a bit, like a 5%, like 10% now. We saw the Flourish and finish that did a big white bar coming down. Hatchet sounds on them bones, and it will be Rats finishing up with about 10% faster, going in the prison phase, while Speedrun enjoyers still have 20%. And this is gonna be chill time. Okay, guys, we have 2 minutes here in the chat. Yeah, I can see later who has the highest DPS on Scylla if you want. We have we have 2 minutes here. What are your thoughts, chat? Who do you think will win between these three teams after this first half? Is it too late to put in some bets? Oh, maybe next edition, Dosh. Okay, now we can see how delayed they are. Rats have like 8 seconds ahead, or 8 seconds ahead of Nick Bone's group. Speedrun enjoyers have 15 seconds, are 15 seconds behind Rats group. Will they come back? It's about 8 seconds between each group. We saw that Nick Bones failed a bit and has to, how do you say, to chill with the two Avengers on Gold Cap and Rats. 5 King coins and 4 Linen for Rats. Damn. On which server? But we'll see. Only 30 seconds break now. Benedict has alt tabs. We have no sound anymore. And he came back. Okay. At least we have a bit of animation on the top left POV with Nick Bones group, because Nick Bones has to kite the two mobs. And will this 8-second delay between each team stay the same until the end? We'll see in the second part starting now. For Rats team with the double pack, will they kill both named at the same time? Will they keep one and run with it? On a good packing, we got the Rupture coming back. Master's going pretty low. They're starting with Nick Bones group. A double kill. Or the two names of Rats group getting off already. Just as Jan is leaving the prison, and now they have the big pull to go through. That's the idea of Season 2, a crispy ginger. Again, we see Nick Bones group and Speedrun enjoyers didn't kill the shield guy, and we'll have to deal with it later.
Third health bar?
And running with it right now. But they are getting pretty close. We see that Speedrun enjoyers are still 8 seconds ahead, like 8 seconds behind from Nick Bones group. Maybe Rats got a bigger... Yeah, I feel like they're a bit more ahead than they were before. Starting this river pool. This river pool will have a big packing. It's most that what matters here to get a lot of time. The Grav is coming, Demos is getting bursted, and everything is already done for the second wave coming up. Well, they already started for Speedrun enjoyers team. It's packing again. I'm looking at the Rats pub right now. Reaver got not too annoying. And starting with the two Javeliniers, packing up perfectly together with the double jumps. Oh, we are struggling with the crystals on Nick Bones Path. Getting with the Archer with that big gravity well thrown by Benedict to pack up the two archers. A juicy gravity well.
No, that was our best water, remember?
And as he says, that was their best water than ever. Already left it. Where Nickbone's group are only at the archer phase and Speedrun enjoyers are behind. Are you together? Losing a lot of time on Taskmaster. I'm looking at Nickbone's pulse right now. Camera shaking. The Speedrun enjoyers, and now it's gonna be the rest. They got a lot of times saved here on the last wave. Speedrun enjoyers coming out of this river pool like 3 seconds behind, and Rats
100%.
will be the first to enter the shortest room right now. And without any big mistake should win this competition, but now it's between Speedrun enjoyers and Nickbones finishing this named at the exact same time. Speedrun enjoyers came back and they are gonna open the room 1 second
More box.
behind.
Regen potion, Corey.
I always have this.
Well, wait, let me just put down the volume a bit. Okay.
With the keen beacon.
Oh, she's Gigabrain?
Well, they're starting it at the exact same time. Who's gonna do it? For the second place, it's between Nickbones and Speedrun enjoyers. We know that Rats have already started Shottis, and somehow Speedrun enjoyers did start Shottis like 1 second ahead, where they were 1 second behind. Will that be enough to get the second place? Coming back second by second after starting this dungeon with a fail with the shrine for Yan, that make them lost a lot of time. They come seconds by seconds. Rats have done their first knockdown and should finish this. Lazarus in 11 and 57.
Sub 12. If only I didn't have fucking.
That is done now. It's between Speedrun and enjoyers.
Oh, that's
I'm coming back. Okay. And first knockdown is done by Jan's group. Unluckily, Nickbones have been a bit behind because of maybe the animations of Shortis. Probably, and they're starting it, and it's gonna be done. GG to Speedrun enjoyers getting the second place with a 12-22, 25 seconds behind. Rats team and Nickbones will be only 7 seconds behind. GG's to Rats, Speedrun enjoyers, and Nickbones. This is the final podium as the VODs are going back. GG's to all these 15 players who did outcome Lazarus with big runs. I can show you the rankings here. Gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
Finally off 100 con.
Okay, let's see. I think everything worked out. Was doing it. Speedrunners are ahead of Nickbones group a bit, and they're ahead of Rats team as well. Already at 20%, 30%. Rats only getting to 30% now. Will they come back on the second phase, on the ranged phase? They're taking the orb at the exact same time. These two teams on the right, watching them right now. We know Nickbones will be third. They still have about a few percent ahead. I can't see well, but the camera shakes are seeming to be carrying them. Getting to 20%, yeah, it's 5% ahead, and it will be a kill in something like, okay. Yeah. 1 minute 8 and 1 minute 10 for Rats and Nickbones. It will be 1 minute 16. Yeah, but they left a bit early, so.